Hi, my name is TJ Scott. Excuse me. This is my Chapter 17, Managing Human Resources video summary. Chapter 17 is on International HR Management Challenges, challenge as it's presented. Um, Chapter 17 as a whole is something pretty cool. It's pretty unique. A lot of companies are doing this, obviously. Um, but the uniqueness about it is having an extended knowledge base about expanding your horizons internationally. Um, Oftentimes, it can be extremely powerful for somebody's future career. Um, and they select people that have an extended knowledge base over these things. So it's something important to learn about and something that's actually pretty cool. So international involvement, basically, there's five stages. So stage one is domestic operations. Stage two is export operations. So you kind of expand your markets to other countries, but you keep the production within the domestic borders. Stage three, the firm physically moves some of its operations out of the home country, outsourcing jobs, factories, whatever it may be. Stage four, um, multinational operations. The firm becomes a full-fledged multinational corporation with assembly production facilities in several countries and regions of the world. Stage five, the final stage, transnational operations. Firms that reach this stage are often called transnational because they owe little allegiance to their country of origin. So that's kind of the biggest stage, the biggest form of international companies. So international involvement, outsourcing, falling barriers, small and medium-sized enterprises going global, and the global manager. Those people that have the ability to kind of cross um, the different countries, different regions. So determining the mix of host country, um, wholly owned subsidiaries, joint venture, ethnocentric approach, polycentric approach, and the geocentric approach. So this is basically the ways of attacking going to another country. Local companies, local corporations, advantages, low labor cost, demonstrates trust in local citizenry, increases acceptance of the company, maximizes number of options available in the local environment, and leads to recognition of the company, so on and so forth, basically influencing the local people, trust, as well as cost effectiveness. Disadvantages makes it difficult to balance local demands and global priorities. Um, it can be complicated to please the people locally while also attacking an international market that could be completely different. Leads to difficult local decisions, like layoffs. People are right there. That these things are unavoidable. May make it difficult to recruit qualified personnel. If you keep things local, there might not be a suitable person, excuse me, locally who's willing to take on a position like this or is qualified to take on a position like this. It may also reduce the amount of control exercised by the headquarters. So, kind of expanding the horizons, the advantages, the cultural similarity with parent companies ensures transfer of business management practices. Um, Basically, you have the ability to mobilize your company's beliefs, values, things like that. Permits closer control um, and coordination of international subsidiaries. Gives employees a multinational orientation through experience in foreign countries. Establishes a pool of international experienced executives. Disadvantages creates problems of adaptability to a foreign environment, increases foreignness of subsidiary, may involve a high transfer, salary, and other costs, may result in personal and family problems. I think the disadvantages, in my opinion, outweigh the advantages in these situations, as well as for the American economy. It's probably a biased viewpoint, but that's kind of the way I look at it. So the big challenges, career blockage, culture shock, lack of pre-departure cross-cultural training, overemphasis of technical qualifications, troublesome employees, family problems, lack of respect for acquired skills, loss of status, reverse culture shock. So many different things. This is why so many different companies fail at these things because it's complicated to move what you're doing one place to a completely different culture. Um, using HR management to effectively manage, emphasize culture sensitivity. It's really important to, with all of these things, um, make sure that the culture is valued and make sure that you respect it and have some extended knowledge on how to go about these different cultures. It's also important to consider different people's families, to consider the fact that they're going to be moving across the country and people's significant others. Are they going to be able to handle that? Are they going to be able to get their own job? Are we paying these people enough to go across the country? Um, Training, obviously, you need culture training, 9 to 12 months before the assignment. Um, you're also probably going to need something to do with your family. Um, and you're also going to need a way to convey information early on. Career development, you need to provide support for your spouse. I think this is really important when it comes to international assignments. And you also need to ensure the fact that you're moving the company forward. Compensation, it's important to realize that these companies are willing to pay a pretty penny for people to go internationally, and you have to know that going forward, negotiating contracts and things like that. The role of the HR department in this chapter is key when it comes to exporting jobs, exporting companies, outsourcing different factories, things like that. You need to understand the value of culture as well as the value in the employees across the country. Overall, the chapter is important because it's happening all around us and a lot of people don't realize it, and we could be put in positions in the future to understand the value of international borders when it comes to companies. Thank you.